Hi guys, today we are going to analyze the data analysis of COVID-19. Okay, for that, everyone telling about the COVID-19 is a major damage that happened in the 2019. I'm just analyzing the world class report by like the number of cases were confirmed in that country for global wide. The dataset we am going to use it was imported as the John Hopkins University, the American University was published that. I'm going to download that. This dataset was actually the the global, that means the all countries. Okay, I'm just expanding the modules. For that, I'm posting some pandas as PD. The pandas is going to be for using some something like using the function that we are going to give to use in the library for the data sets and manipulating the data into multiple categories. That's why we are going to use the pandas and then by use it to giving data sets arrays to extract the futures, and C1 is for plotting the value, plotting the graphs, and matplotlib is used to plot. Matplotlib is using to give the plotting information, extra information added to the plot. For that purpose, I'm going to use the matplotlib. The plotted within the by some visualization utility to create it by something like variety of features in the extracting the variables. Okay. And second, would be importing the data set of having a COVID-19 confirmed data CSV from data set for and this is Jupyter, right? I'm just asking like downloading the lab, asking the data set we have been set for Chrome, like for Collab, it's having some uploading the data, same data set into this and the copy path into this value. This is Jupyter notebook, that's why it's going to be give the total file location. For Collab, it's only meant to be copy the path between them. No. Then okay, I'm just mentioning the first 10 values, the head current data set, the variable that we use, and I'm going to print the first head values. Here we are going to do analyze the points. In this, the latch and long that is not to be linear. Like this is set to be true for January 2022, 22nd date to in the year 2020, in the year 2022, the last date, which is supposed to be 4, 3. There are so many columns. The last thing which is supposed to be in the 2022 for the confirming cases, and I'm going to print the shape of the, that means 266 rows. That means 266 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is to be 266 rows and 104 columns. 104 columns. 1, 2, 3. This is having 104 and 264. 1, 2, 3, 4. This row column. Now I'm going to use the like a digital analysis, like we are going to give that like a this is lat and long that is not to be needed for analyzing work. That's why I'm deleting this lat and long. This case we are going to clearly observe the difference between this variables and aggregating the rows by the country. And here we can clearly see that this is not the place that is wanted to be to, and we're going to extract heat flow of that. And the data set could be of the global condition. The data set we are showing 187 rows and 100 columns. The visualizing that and the corona data set of the aggregated, that means aggregated country by region of the this. We're going to build the China plot. China plot, Italy, Spain. Means I'm just explaining the value for China. How many cases were noted from in the total years from 2022 to 2020 of the total data set. Corona data set of aggregated for China plotting between. This is the plot that only the China was to be maintained. It is only for China, the whole data set. for the maximum number of cases were noted in the China is supposed to be the 2nd of February 11th date and 2020 year. Supposed to be the highest peak. For in this graph, we only see that the date which have noted the highest peak, for which we don't know the how many cases were noted. So that's why I'm just recommending the maximum number of cases in this peak noted for China in that is 15136. This is going to be given we're going to give the another country that is Italy. For Italy, that is going to be having 6,557 cases. For Spain, 9,630 cases. Okay, here we are going to give the maximum number. This is for only 3 countries. For we are going to perform a for loop between the countries, the whole country, the whole in the data set of containing the whole global countries. We're going to apply this the infection rate, that means the confirmed rate. For that, I'm just using the for some countries confirm data for loop for just maintaining the maximum interest rates, and for using the some country in countries some maximum interest is supposed to be append the values of data set aggregated to the local. This is for only containing in this case yesterday we were not only Italy but one country, but this time I'm just entering the whole countries loop from all the countries. After that, I'm going to give after all the countries. For this time, I'm just adding the corona data set. It means aggregated to maximum infection rates. After the ending value, means I'm supposed to be having the values of maximum infection rate. And we're going to be data which is into data frame for only having this data set having only the country and the maximum infection rate. For in this data set, I only need this two. For that, I'm just be having this two. For that, I'm just using the data frame and maximum infection rate and the country distribution. The next thing would be the old happiness report, worldwide happiness report for the 2019. Here we can click the overall rank, country, region of which country, and the score between the GDP per capita, support, social support, health expectancy, freedom to make life choices, generosity, perceptions of corruption. In this column, I don't need overall rank, this column and the score, and as well as the generosity, the perception of corruption. I don't need these four and the country. For that, I'm just using the naming as then some columns to be dropped, and the world happiness report to drop to be accessible to implicitly. I'm just putting this new rule and columns to be dropped. This means this four does not include it. I'm just putting the next head that is to be only having people per capita, social support, healthy life expectancy, and freedom for life choices. This we can going to simply a comparison the difference between this data set into this data set, right? Okay, and I'm going to give and for like extracting the futures of each country, then combining this data set into this data set for having this interchange it into indexing values set. And the next thing would be merging the two data sets. For that, I'm going to what happens report join to Canada data set. Why? It means why, right? You can clearly see that. That means it is having 186 columns, but this is having more than 186. That's right. For merging to be true, what happiness report is going to join the Corona dataset into copy deploy. Yeah. Okay. Anti region, GDP per capita soil support, healthy life expectancy, and maximum infection rate. This comparison, and this is going to be the first dataset. This is okay. We are learning down to the last part. We are going to give the correlation between the data, the naming is this data, and GDP per capita is the whole loss definition that other maximum infection rate is to be maintained as a GDP per capita is. I'm just mentioning the the percentage of each key. Okay, we are going to visualize the part. GDP per capita is equal to GDP per capita, and the infection rate is to be Y label and X label is to be GDP per capita. This is the cases. That means this is the GDP per capita for that person giving the max infection rate of the country, whole countries. This is to for regulating for drawing the line between that means comparison the two features together, the drawing the line for using the red law that is to identify this for machine learning algorithm to make models. This is to solve support, and the next thing will be solve support and minimum action rate would be this one. Quick lot. That's number 4. Okay, guys, this is the end of the project. And how you have learned something from me. Thank you for reading this video, for sharing and accompanying to the total till the end. Thank you for this. Thank you, guys. I'm signing.